there. So, all right, welcome again to the show. So we got a lot talked about. It's Amazon Prime Day, 2 big deals day, whatever they want to call it, the big Amazon money grab day. So lots of deals, especially in the smart home sector. We want to share with you guys today. Make sure you're getting the stuff you need for your home, and make sure you're not buying worthless stuff just because it's a good deal, right? So we've gone through, found all sorts of things we want to share with you guys. We also have looked at some of the other home automation influence out there and see what they're sharing with people, and we'll share those with you and see if we agree with what they have going on. So, but before we get into the Amazon deals, we have some very exciting news from a podcast standpoint for us. We have our first official sponsor. Button bar. I don't have the button bar. See, when we get a sponsor, they're going to be paying for production for the show. So we'll have button bars, we'll have better technology, and the show's going to be even better. But our official sponsor is Zeus. So those of you who have watched my channel, very familiar with Zeus. We love Zeus. They do a lot of great work, all sorts of Z-Wave products. And yeah, it's just a really exciting partnership. They're going to be with us, I believe, 12 weeks to start at least, and helping us produce a great show. So yeah, thank you, Brandon, for helping close the deal on that. But yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. We're gonna have a lot of the products featured show, but again, we're maintaining our independence as well, so we're still gonna be talking about lots of brands of us, and we'll Zeus Center will be sharing information from Zeus, and it's going to be a really solid partnership. So I know, Vince, you're working on a video right now. What are you testing out Zeus wise?
Yeah, they sent me their smart water shutoff valve, the Titan, and let me tell you, the price, the value of it. I also have a Flow by Moen, which was about 4 times the price. Had to get a plumber to come out and put it in line. They have different models for different size pipes. This thing the Titan is just universal. Like, it took me about 15, 20 minutes to get it installed. But yeah, really awesome products coming out of Zeus. I have a lot. Before even they sponsored us, I've carried a lot of their stuff in the past.
Yeah, no, Brandon, you've got some Zeus stuff in your house as well. As far as deals go with Zeus, they have a couple Prime Day deals going on right now, but they have on Amazon, that is, but they have a ton of great deals going on with, if you want Zeus products, at thesmartesthouse.com. I'll just pull that up here for a quick second if I share my screen. And yeah, so there we go. They've got all their deals on their site right now. So again, Amazon, not the best place for Zeus products, but they've got great switches. I just did a video on their relay, the DC controller. I don't know where that is here, but yeah, they have really good switches. I love the remote, like the Zen 34. That's a great little battery powered switch. $15. I mean, think about Zeus, they got great products at really affordable prices. So they look good and they work. They're Z-Wave long range products. They're some of the first on the market with that. So yeah, give that a check if you're a Z-Wave fan. And again, they got these deals going on right now at the Smartest House. So
if you're not a Z-Wave fan, you probably should be. Just a heads up.
Yeah. So I mean, Z-Wave long range is kind of their new technology. If you're not familiar with that, it totally expands the range, supposedly up to a mile. I didn't find anything close to that, but it definitely is a longer range for their devices compared to anything else I have, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, anything like that. So great range, really reliable stuff. And yeah, you can check out my video that I did on that about a month ago or so. So yeah, just very cool. So check that out. They got a couple things on Amazon, our list right here as far as the Zeus Amazon deals are. They got the multi-relay. I do a video coming on that soon as well, showing you how you can automate a fireplace using that. But it's good for garage doors and the double switch is on sale for $30 on Amazon. The DC signal sensor relay switch. So yeah, so thank you, Zeus, for sponsoring us, and we'll have your logo on up once becomes official with our next recorded episode. So that'll be coming out next Tuesday, I believe, is the start of that official sponsorship. So yeah, let's jump into some of the Amazon deals, though. That's what the people are here to see as well. So Brandon, why don't you start us out with some of the deals you found on Amazon?
Yeah, so you gonna share screen as we go here, or what's the protocol?
I'll be sharing. I got the I'll be sharing the screen as we go, showing the people the deals, and we'll try to get those up on the description as well if you want to get links to these deals.
Awesome.
But yeah, so
Well, all right. Well, I will kick us off. So I spent the day kind of scouring through deals. I had put together a list myself that I had shared on Facebook based on my personal experience and deals that I found. And then this afternoon, I actually went through and watched a few influencers as well. Read what they came up with. A lot of us are recommending a lot of the same. But at the end of the show, stay tuned because we'll highlight some of the best of from other people that we didn't include on our list. So I started with robot vacuums because this is one where it can be really confusing, right? They've got all these different model names and the flagships, and then is it the Max, the Pro Max, the Max V, the Ultra? Yeah, it can be a lot. So I started there, and then the other thing with the robot vacuums I noticed is that they'll have a deal, right? But it appears to be like it's half off, but in reality, like most of the year, it's either on sale or they have a coupon. And so when they use a coupon, then it doesn't actually get triggered by like the camel. It'll show that it was the higher price, but like that whole time it was $300 off or something. So my top pick.
And by the way, just for users before you start, how many vacuums have you personally tested?
20-ish, I would say. So during the peak
so
of the pandemic, I drove my wife insane. Yeah, I've got a little bit of experience. Yeah, I was driving my wife insane by having an army of robot vacuums going when she was trying to work from home in the very beginning there. So my top pick though for this fall Prime Day deals is going to be the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra. So that one is $900 right now. I feel like it's got all the features you need. Does the auto emptying, the mop cleaning, scores really high across the board for both my testing as well as others like Robot Wars ranks it pretty high. But the best value that I found, I think, is going to be the Roborock Q5 Max Plus. The entire Q lineup is a pretty good deal right now. I just like the Q5 Max Plus because you're getting the empty bake station. And like at that price point, mopping isn't very important, so I didn't put a lot of emphasis on that. But for $300, you're getting advanced navigation. You're getting the self-emptying bin. I think it's an incredible bang for your buck, and it'll save you time throughout your house. But of course, if you have a little bit more money, you can go to like a Dreamy L10S. I know that's something that Rob from the Hookup was highly recommending. That's going to clock in at $700. And then we've got the Narwhal Frio. So the X is on sale as well. The Z is not on sale. That's the newest one, which I haven't tested yet. But the original Frio for $549.99 or $550, call it as it is. I think that's just a great value and one that I would definitely recommend. I like that the detergent is built into it. It does a really good job with the mopping. I will say the obstacle avoidance on this could use improvement. I know, unfortunately, from experience on that one. But overall, pretty good value there. Great for mopping. It doesn't do self-emptying. It just collects in its little bin. So if you want self-emptying, either go for the Roborock or the Dreamy, so like a vacuum first type situation. But if you're looking for mopping primarily, I think this one does a really good job.
All right, so there's your vacuum cleaners. I did notice that the it's off the top of my head. It's the Eureka robot vacuum that I tested a few months ago is on sale this week as well, about the same price it was at its low sale. And It's for a value vacuum. I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty decent for the price. So,
Vince, what did you come up with for vacuums?
So I had the iRobot Roomba J7 Plus. So I don't think that iRobot is making these anymore. Like they're on Amazon, and they're coming in at on the Prime Day for $399.99, which is 50% off of their regular price, which is a great deal. The reason that they're not making them anymore is they're making the J7 Plus with the mop. So a lot of like Roomba is moving, like Roborock and some other brands where most of their models are including like the J7 with the mop and the vacuum. So so this is a good deal if you don't necessarily care a lot about the mopping function on it, and you just want the vacuum. I have actually have two of these. They work really good. I never have had any issues. They do a great job cleaning. Even I think Rob on the hookup, if he did a vacuum test on these, and they're a good solid vacuum as well, especially for that $400 price range when normally $800. And then the other one that I had caught, it's not on Amazon, but it is on Roomba's website. So if you go Roomba Combo 10 Max Robot plus the Auto Wash Dock. So this is a brand new robot vacuum that they've come out with to kind of catch up with Roborock and some of the other and Dreamy brands, where it has the automatic cleaning of the pad with a clean water station and then a dirty water station. Originally, this is $1,400, and they have it right now for $999.99 at $1,000. So, so if you like the iRobot brand and was looking forward to the combo pack they were coming out with, this is the way to go.
All right, and you guys are still big on robot vacuums. It seems like I'm still having a hard time justifying the price of a really expensive robot vacuum based on my experience with the couple I've tried. The time savings for me is just not worth that much money. But that's why I would go with a cheaper one.
You have a dog too. I would think that it would be worthwhile.
I know you'd think that, but it just feels like it does. Like there's just too dumb still to make it really great. We've lost Vinny's feed. He's done. He checked out. He's going to go back
here, but like our show name, technical difficulties.
That's right. There is a reason we call ourselves technical difficulties. So, all right.
Oh, good. Well, I think you're up with some hub news and some sensor news as well.
All right. So I want to talk. I found a couple deals on some hubs. First of all, Habitat hub right now. The C8 Pro is on sale right now for $169.95 on Amazon. That's a pretty good price for them at Amazon. Usually they're $200 on Amazon. And I can't say what is going on right now with them, but I can tell you they've got some exciting stuff that will be coming out very soon. So might be worth a look. If you're going to get a Habitat, get the C8 Pro. Don't get the C7 or the C8. It's worth it. It's like $30 more for the C8 Pro. So do yourself a favor. Just get the C8 Pro out of the bat. Don't bother with the cheaper version. It's got twice the memory. And if you're anything close to a power user of that, you're going to want that extra memory. Trust me, it's worth it. So highly recommend grabbing that deal if you're looking to get into Habitat. And then the Homey Pro. I love the Homey Pro. You guys know I love the Homey Pro. It's an expensive hub. It's regular $399. Right now it's on sale on Amazon with a coupon for $367.99. So it's $30 off. That's 10%, people. I know $30 off of a $400 hub. I guess my math isn't quite good. It's not 10%. It's like 8%. But it's a good hub. They continue to increase the amount of compatibility here in the United States. And I found it to be very reliable. I know some people struggle with the Z-Wave on it a little bit, but I have not had very many issues with it for what I'm using it for. So I love the flows. I love the way they have the best automation engine of any of the hubs out there. So if you want easy use, Homey is it. If you want to save a little bit of money and still want the same amount of power, Habitat's there for you. So no sales on the Home Assistant Green or the Smart Things hub. If anyone's still buying Smart Things hubs,
I am.
Are you at the AOTech? Yeah, the AOTech is not on sale. The AOTech SmartThings hub is not on sale right now. But the Aqara M2 hub is on sale right now for $39.99. Now that is the older version of the hub. The M3 is still $130 or something like that. Is nothing fancy about the M2, but if you're looking for a bridge for your Aqara devices to bring them into HomeKit, that's the way to go. I would just get the M2. Yeah, what is that?
It's the M3, but you can do the AI stuff with the M3.
You can. I've not tried that, but I'm just like the M2 is still a good value if you're just because their Aqara devices are pretty great. They're pretty reliable and they're pretty affordable too. So if you want to just get a bunch of Aqara sensors, get the M2 and you can bring it into your HomeKit, and that's
Pete,
the way to go. Yeah.
Pete, do you have to have the Aqara hub since it's Zigbee to use their products?
You do not, but it works best with the Aqara hub.
More functional. All right.
Yeah, so it depends on the newer. So a lot of the newer Aqara devices are Matter devices, so you can use them on any Matter hub. The newer Zigbee devices are better for third-party hubs than the old ones. If you have the older Aqara devices, really only work very well with the Aqara hub. They have their own Zigbee protocol that they use that was really annoying. But the newer stuff, it connects directly to my Homey. Doesn't do as great of a job connecting to Habitat, depending on if you're using repeaters or not. It connects pretty well directly to the Habitat, and depending on what you're using for Home Assistant. So yeah, they're getting better about being more reliable. But again, I would get the M2 if you're a HomeKit user just to get it into your Apple system, the Apple Home system. So they've actually got a couple. Aqara has a couple deals going on right now on some of their sensors too. They've got a leak sensor 3-pack that I'm actually going to pick up. It's $38 for a 3-pack of leak detectors, and that's just a peace of mind thing, right? I mean, if you can get.
So I don't know if I'm allowed to show this or not, but I'm doing it. This is the T1.
Well, it's not in focus, so nobody can see it anyway.
Oh,
so,
good. Well, here, T1, is that better? I got the T1 valve. So this would compete with Zeus, but this is Aqara's new valve controller that just arrived for testing. But this would go well with the leak sensor. I think they might be onto something. It's not as robust as the Titan, but you got your little
comparison there.
Do you know what?
Little push to release. Yeah, but it takes batteries. It doesn't hardwire. So I don't know if I like that more or less, but it is a point of differentiation at least.
Okay, so my feed went my technical difficulties on my end too. I lost you there for a second, but I'm sure it was delightful. Whatever you're talking about. Do you know the
sponsorship?
Yeah, no, I mean that. Like I said, Zeus is our sponsor, and we support them, but we're still free to talk about other brands. And Zeus is Z-Wave, Aqara is Zigbee, so not the different strokes for different folks, right? So, that's a thing, right?
I'm not seeing the valve controller on Amazon yet, so this might not actually be out yet. But there you go, something in the works, right?
Yeah, it's very cool. And like I said, just get the leak sensors for $12 a piece. Basically, that's a great deal. So you can just put them anywhere you have water, right? And just get that Titan valve that Vince was talking about. I've got one. I've got a Titan valve, very robust, it's just a great product. So, so they got a 3-pack of contact sensors also for $34. The other sensor I wanted to mention that I have several of, if you're looking for just a cheap motion sensor, just a motion sensor that it just does motion. It's not the most attractive sensor in the world, but it works. It's just reliable. It's a Zigbee sensor. This is the Third Reality motion sensor. If I can pull it up here on our screen. There's nothing fancy about it, but if you're just looking for a sensor to get you through, and it's something cheap, it works. It's pretty good. So I recommend that for, like I said, what's $13 for a sensor. You're not going to get a better deal than that. So that's what I found as far as hubs and sensors. Vince, it looks like you have a sleep sensor that you want to talk about here.
Yeah. So let me pull up the sleep sensor thing. So these within sleep sensors. Not sure if you guys have ever used these before, but I have 2 of these in my house. But if you want to record like your different like sleep scores like throughout the night for yourself or your spouse or girlfriend or whatever, they work really good. But the cool part is um, they work inside of If This Then That, and then they also work inside of Home Assistant. And so you can create routines with them, so that basically if you were like get out of bed in the morning, you can create a routine to create like turn on the lights or start a coffee maker or whatever that you wanted to do. They work really nice for like getting a lot of sleep data, but also you can incorporate them into like routines that you have in your house as well. Right now they're 25% off at $98.76. That's a pretty good deal. They don't necessarily go on sale that often, but they're pretty. When you first get them, you look at they're like how could this even work? But they do a pretty good job. They'll tell you how long you've been asleep, any interruptions, like depth of sleep, and then give you scores. So they work pretty well. They work nice. And then
nice.
I'll stop that one. And then the other one is the scale. So I have one of these in each bathroom, and you do the exact same thing where it captures all that data from you. So whether it's your like fat percentage, bone percentage, visceral fat, all this other stuff. And right now those are on Prime for $99.95, originally $180, so almost 50% off on those. And the nice part about those is same exact thing. You can incorporate those into your smart home. So I actually have the scale up in my bathroom. After I get off the scale, my Amazon Echo will thank me for putting my dump truck on the scale. That's what it says. Thank you for putting your dump truck on the scale.
Nice. Do you have a lock on like your pantry with the treats? So like if you're too fat for the day, it's like just shuts you out. You no candy today for you.
That's a great idea. I should probably set that up.
Lose some weight.
I'd be like leaning on the counter so that I think I lost weight.
So it's lighter. Yeah. That's good. You probably could set that up. I could see that. Like, oh no, you can't go in here today. No snack cabinet for you. So, definitely. But that's a great deal. This is the newest scale that they have that they just released about a year ago. And so almost 50% off on these is pretty good. So if you're looking to pick up a scale, this is the one that you get where you can kind of incorporate.
Very cool.
So I picked out some doorbells for you guys, and of course, Ring's owned by Amazon, so there's going to be deals there, but they're not all created equal. And what a lot of people do is just jump right to the cheapest one. A lot of times those Pete, right? The Pete's of the world.
Never goes wrong. Never a bad strategy to buy the cheapest thing. Never been burned.
So the trouble there is that if you have wiring at your doorbell, you always want to use that. And I'm a guy who likes to use the existing chime. I think it looks nice. I don't want to have to plug something else in order to like get my doorbell. And so the doorbell from Ring that I recommend is just the Ring wired doorbell plus. This used to be called the Ring Doorbell Pro, and now there's a new Ring Doorbell Pro. So it's for confusion purposes. But This is the one that's currently $100. It's wired. I think it does everything you need. There's one for $150. I don't think it's worth the extra money. I have that one. But if you don't want to pay that monthly subscription, and Ring just did the whole thing where they change what's included and what's not, Eufy is a great option. And so the Eufy E340 is just another $20, but you're going to recoup that in 2 months because you won't have the cost of paying for the subscription. So that does record locally. And then the nice thing with that is that it looks down, and so you get the package detection as well. Eufy, obviously a great option. And then most recently, I've been testing the Real Link doorbell. So this is a brand new one that just came out.
Yeah. By the way, Brandon, just a quick question on the Eufy. So it has 2 cameras, like one that points down and one that points straight ahead,
one, and one that So
and you can,
that's how it can do the package detection.
You get two separate feeds that you can check
so
both
it
them out.
shows up as one, but
Nice.
That's a really good setup.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, and somebody was just asking me about that one today because they're going to put it on like their door frame, and it is a little bit skinnier than the other version, so it should work for them. I just said, stay away from the Akara because that one's a little bit too wide, so it would like overlap with their door frame. So
also,
by the way, the Akara one was on sale, but I believe it's sold out because
it sold out
it this morning.
The big fat doorbell is
the other thing I got with the
it was like $100. It was like $100 or maybe even less.
With the Ring doorbell too, they also offer a trade-in program.
Oh, nice.
So if you trade in, you get the 25% off. It's the same kind of deal that Amazon does with all their Echo products. But you can get the 25% off of the discounted price, and then also get a gift card or Amazon credit for your trade-in as well.
Nice.
Do you have to trade in a Ring doorbell, or could I trade in my original little button doorbell that costs 25 cents?
Any of your Amazon products that qualifies for. So you just go in there and they'll have all the Amazon, list all your Amazon products, and you can click which one you want to use as the trade-in. So
gotcha.
We should very good. Yeah, all your Echo shows that have ads now, trade all of those in. But yes, there are great deals on the Real Link doorbell as well. I saw a couple of creators were highlighting that. I'm not actually going to recommend that because, again, it does require the add-on chime, which for me is a deal breaker. I am happy to report, though, the new version, which is advertised as battery, however, it uses wires and recharges itself. That one actually does use your existing chime, and so that's the one that I'm going to recommend, but it's not currently on sale. So if you want to go with the Real Link, wait. Otherwise, Ring Pro if you're willing to do a subscription, or Eufy. But if you're watching this channel, let's be honest, you probably already have a freaking doorbell. So I think we can move on.
All right. Should we move on to locks?
Looks like cameras are up next.
All right. Cameras. I stand corrected. Cameras. Let's talk about cameras. Yeah, that's your cue to talk.
Vince, that's you.
I know nothing about cameras, so
I'm green. I was confused for a second. All right.
Yeah, I remember how you were like, you were demanding to be green. Like, I am the green label.
I even put a hidden note. Note the color changes.
I'm all out of wax with my camera. So speaking of cameras, so the Real Link, the 4K security camera is a 4-piece. They're PoE wired camera, so they come with an NVR with 2 terabytes. That is it's $349.99, and the list price on that is $559.99. I don't have any of NVR cameras. Brennan, do you have NVR with Real Link?
Yeah, so I have that kit, and then I've replaced a couple of the cameras for different styles, but I think that's just a really good jumping off point. It's a great package. They do have other packages available. I always recommend getting the 8-channel, even if you're only going to use like 4 of them. Just faster processing and then more space. But I think I have the 1 terabyte, and that's been plenty. I love that it records locally. Yeah, you don't have to have a subscription. You can do all that. Yeah, if you're willing to go, maybe you get a buddy, invite Pete over, you go up in your attic and run some Ethernet. We're going to have a party out there at your house, and we'll get you set up. So you just got to buy the deal now.
You guys will be coming over to my house next because I'm going to be running network cable. So
Yep, I love it. I love going in attics.
We're going to do it. We're going to get our little headlamps on. We're going to get up there. Get some
Make sure you got your respirators on, so you're not breathing any insulation.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, we just use like N95
N95, so we're
still alive.
Good enough.
We won't die quite as fast as if we didn't have those on. So
maybe that's where your cough is coming from.
That might explain a lot of things, honestly.
All right. Well, the other camera we had listed on here was the Eufy Security S330 cam. So it's a 4-cam kit. And that's not an NVR. It just has it's like a wireless recording, right? Correct.
Yep, right to that included base station. So nice thing is it's got solar.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you want a hardwire camera whenever you can, but times when you can't, maybe it's something like facing back at your house. It's on a post or like a fence. Having that solar is really nice.
All right. And so that's right now it's on Prime for $489.99, and the list price on that was $799, so almost 40% off. So that's a good price. I've never used the UV cameras, but I have some other friends that have. I like them quite a bit. And then the other, the one that you've listed before that, it's not a camera, so.
Oh, geez. Well, the Google Nest is also on sale. The Nest camera. I gotta get that moved. My apologies. I think Pete added that one, but I definitely miscolored it. I'll take credit here. Good news is you'll get to talk about it again later in the show.
There you go.
Oh, fantastic.
You're a big Ring guy, though. What deals did you find on the Ring cameras, even though they're jerking us around with their subscription? Anything?
Yeah, so I should send you the copy of my because I have a grandfather plan for my subscription for Ring, and it was very convoluted in the email about what would still be included, and I could still keep my same price, but I think they're taking away some of the function with it. So if you go to a lot of Ring products, like the cameras and stuff, I think are between 20 and like 40% off currently on Amazon for Prime Day. So
nice. And this is not on sale by any means, but there we go. Got this bad boy to test. The S3 Pro 2-cam kit. And they added this radar sensor. So I think they're trying to overcome the issues people were having where like recordings weren't happening fast enough because the sensor wasn't picking it up. And by the time it did, the person had already stolen the car. So we'll see. I haven't opened the box yet, but
nice.
No
Mark
deals on that one.
He's got 15 cameras on the Eufy. That's impressive.
It's impressive. On the home base 3. Huh. Interesting. It's nice though. It just records like on that base station. You can use SD cards. Like Eufy's got a lot going for it. It's a pretty good option.
Yeah. So should we? I think we should go to locks. Let's talk about locks right now. I know it's not your order here, but I feel like
he's just
I want to get
on locks. Fair enough. We're gonna jump right into it. The cheapest, most affordable lock that sells like crazy is going to be the Eufy again. Eufy.
See, this is the tie-in, Brandon. This is why I'm the host.
I see where you're going here.
I see.
So the C210 lock
connections,
$70. It's just unreal. This is like the value that Pete puts on for his family.
Yeah, I could get locks from multiple
locks
doors
for that. Right?
I know, and still have money to go to McDonald's. Take them out to McDonald's after that, and
and then of course we've got a car. So you guys have probably already seen this a bunch. The U50, the U100. Only difference being the fingerprint. Nice thing is it does Apple Key, so you can use it the NFC feature and unlock your door.
They've also got a sale on the 300 or is it the 350?
Yeah, so they got the 200 on sale. That's the retrofit lock. So the 300 is the new one that's the lever lock.
Yeah.
The new lever lock looks sweet.
So I kind of put these in order of price. And so starting with the Eufy, you're at 70. And then you jump to a car over 100. You want to get the fingerprint. Now you're at $132.99. You want to do a video doorbell included. They say 3-in-1. I call it 2-in-1. That's going to be $170. So Eufy E330. And then if you want the Cadillac of locks, if you will, the most robust lock we've ever tested, the Lockley Vision Elite, that's on sale for $400. So also has doorbell built in, fingerprint reader, all the security things with the pin genie, all that fun stuff. Not to be confused with the new Vision or the Visage, which is the facial recognition one. Different lock.
Yeah, by the way, you're all like, I'm glad we're mentioning these locks, but you're wasting your time with any other lock. But this, I'm not being paid to say that. It opens with your face, you guys. You can open with your face. It's awesome. Like, I don't know
your
why.
video was really good.
I didn't think it was gonna be that cool. Like,
encourage more people to watch it.
Like, listen, I thought, like, I legit, when I saw the lock at the show in Vegas, and they sent it to me, and I'm like, I mean, it's kind of a fun. I'm like, well, it's fun, but kind of a, little bell and whistle. But it's awesome. Like, it just opens. Like, by the time you grab the door, it's unlocked, and I don't want any other locks ever again that don't have that feature. So it's great, and it's not on sale on Amazon at all. You can get it at Home Depot, but it's what, 403 is 350. It's cheaper than the Vision thing that you're talking about. The Vision, it's cheaper than the Vision. It doesn't have a camera.
Huh? So it doesn't have the video doorbell built in.
No, listen. I have if you have a door, you have a storm door, like, that doesn't work anyways. You can't have a camera.
Like there's definitely use cases here for like Airbnb type scenarios where it'd be really good to see who's coming and going, and especially if you don't already
I'm just saying, if you mounted
it, or your doorbell faces the wrong way. There's instances.
If you mounted it on my door, all you're gonna see is the inside of the other door, right? That's all you're gonna see with the camera there. So you got to get a separate camera. And anyways, get the Lockley, and hate to say that, but feel free to send me money, Lockley, if you want to, but they're not. So, love the Lockley. That's not on sale.
There's a theme here that Pete's easily bought.
Okay. I'm not easily bought. Like I said, I'm easy to please if you give me something fun to play with.
The same thing.
Lockley is
awesome. So you're just proving our point here.
Okay, you can send me money and something that's crappy, and I will tell you it's crappy. I just
fair enough. Let's give us some examples
of something crappy. The what was that? Well, there's a box in front of my house. I gotta move it.
I was just waiting for it.
Yep. Someday we'll do an
hide things in there.
Flower stand.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, like, listen, I don't put things on the channel that I don't actually like. It's a waste of my
Fair enough.
time. It's a waste of the viewer's time. So, if someone said, I'm like, sorry, I like that lock. So that I don't like, I'm not doing it. All right. So we jump back up into our lighting categories.
Oh yeah, you're just getting
stay outdoors
all over the place. I'll kick it off though. So
I jump around. All right.
So I'm a big Lutron guy.
We'll kick it off then.
Of course, they they don't put just a switch on sale because that would make it too easy to expand your existing system. But they got the starter kit, so it's like a drug dealer. They give you a little taste, give you a discount on the hub, give you a discount on a little matching Pico and whatever switch of your choosing, and then you're hooked. And then you're going to come back and you're going to spend another $60 per switch because they got you.
Well, it's because Lutron's great. Lutron's great. Listen, and if viewers can't see our list that we're checking out, that was my top pick. That was one of my top picks. I had two top picks for deals. The Lutron starter kit was my top pick for deals, but I had the starter pick with 2 switches and 2 Picos for, it was like $150 or something like that. So I thought that was an even better deal.
The one I picked was 100, so yours is definitely better. I'll give you that. Now, if you want to connect to the Habitat, make sure to get the Pro Hub. If you don't care about connecting to the Habitat, just regular one is fine.
Yep. The
Lutron is awesome.
Homey can use the regular one. Smart Things can use the regular one. Habitat needs the Pro version.
Why is that? You worked there for a while. Give us the lowdown.
There's a technical reason for it that I didn't fully understand. I know it's a priority for them. Well, I don't know, define priority. They are planning to have the regular one work.
Fair enough.
But I don't know
what
the timetable is for that.
You're saying that you were not in the engineering department, more of a
I was not, and they may have done a very, very thorough job explaining to me why the one didn't work, but my brain does not function that way. And I was satisfied with that reply.
Fair enough. But you guys are the two big RGB lighting guys. So I think I gotta let you take the rest of the lighting segment.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I'll let Govee. Vince, why don't you talk about what you found at Govee?
Yeah. So their outdoor, I have a lot on Amazon, but if you go directly to the Govee website as well, they're going to have some stuff on there. They're on Amazon, they're outdoor permanent lights. So these are not the pros, but they're the originals. But I will tell you, I have the originals, and they work awesome. There's some minor changes to the pros that like the color of the cord, how many LEDs per meter, or how much they're separated out. But this is a pretty dang good deal on here for $180. Originally $280 for, I think this is for the 100 feet strip. Now, with any of these, you're able, you can cut and divide these out, even in the non-pro versions. You just have to be able to. Obviously, you'd be a DIY kind of person to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If the strips are too long. But I also have those curtain lights. They came out with the second version just recently, within the last probably 3 weeks. This is you can connect up to 3 of these in a row. So $85 or $86 for the original version is really good. The biggest difference between the curtain lights 1 and the curtain light 2 is a little bit of hardware differences. For example, they reduced the amount of cords that you need to have when you're running the curtain lights. If you connect up to 3, you can actually connect 3 together instead of having their each individual own power supply for the curtain 2s. So that's a big benefit. And then they have some AI function in the second version that the first one does not have. If you don't necessarily care about those things as much, these are a really good price at $85.99 for the original curtain lights. And then they also have some deck lighting and then some outdoor string lights as well. And both of those are over 40% off a piece. So those are some good deals as well. I don't have either of these new deck lights. These are fairly new and haven't got to test these out. Govee, I feel like, is just releasing different types of light strips and all sorts of different stuff. I feel like every 3-4 weeks. So sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the different products that they have out there. They even have some outdoor net lights that were just released not long ago. The Govee outdoor projector light, which is not on Prime, but they, if you go to their website, you can get a coupon for $30 or $40 off. I'm actually getting that one to get tested. But lots of stuff out there. They came out with the new Christmas lights as well. So just lots of products. If you like Govee products, check out all their stuff for Prime and see what they have on sale and what they are some older models or newer models as well. So you kind of have to sift through it a little bit.
Yeah, I like Govee stuff. It's Wi-Fi stuff, so it's not 100% reliable, but I found it more reliable than the LifeX and Wiz stuff that I have. So yeah, I think Govee has a lot of fun products to try out. So
yeah. And then the same thing as the next is another Govee product, but the T2, the Envision T2, which is the second model that's out there.
Yeah, that's the light that goes behind your television and syncs with your whatever's on the screen. So I have it. It's very cool.
And this is the one that has the nice. The T2 is the one that has the nice camera that sits on top of the screen, and so it works really. It looks nice and looks well versus the older options that didn't have, you had to hook it on the top of your TV with double-sided tape. It was kind of cheesy. This one is a nice unit that sits on top of your TV and looks nice and fits in.
Yeah, you don't. After a while, you don't even realize it's there. It's just part of your television. So yeah, I highly recommend the T2. visualizer thing or whatever they call it. So, all right, I got I just want to talk a little bit about. So there's a few things going on with Hue. I'm a big Hue fan. I know Hue lights are expensive. It's not. I wouldn't get them for everything, but there's some things they do better than others. They've got their A19 color bulbs on sale, 3-pack for $80 right now. So I just put some of those. I actually got them Prime Day in July for the same price, and so those are out in front of my house now right now to replace these LifeX things that worked a third of the time. So don't know what I'm doing with those, but they're they were not reliable enough for out there. So I've got some Hue lights out there, and I ordered this morning at 10 o'clock this morning. I ordered the Prime Day deal. Oh, it's got a sticker on it. These are the downlights, the 5.6 slim downlight. They're very cool. I ordered one. So this is what it is. It's a little pancake light. So I'm replacing the outdoor light fixture under my awning in front of my house. So it's super ugly. My wife wanted something that was recessed, and this is perfect. I put these in my parents' house, actually. They work great. Lots of colors. Very reliable. For out there, it's just going to be white, I'm sure. But yeah, it should be really easy to install, and I'll probably make a video on that and show you what that's all about. So, but yeah, I literally ordered at 10:30 this morning, and it came at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So
that's crazy.
I don't know how they do it, but they're doing it. So
robots,
yeah.
man.
So that's what I got for Hue deals on
How are
Amazon.
you going to control those then? Are you going to use like Aura or
okay, yeah.
power,
So
right
now it's so it just right now I have just a regular switch on the front of my house. I just leave it on, and then all of my outdoor exterior lights, they're just automated based on time, essentially, right? Like you don't need a switch. They just come on when it turns dark and they turn off at a certain time. And then they're also automated based on motion if it's late at night and they have turned off. If there's motion in front of the house, based on the doorbell motion, they turn back on again until the motion stops.
Nice. What are you doing to keep the kids or
zero
the
need
from
for a switch?
Turning the switch off, though.
So I actually have done nothing. They've just learned to not use it. So what's that?
I said I had the right answer. So
well, there's multiple. I know the right answer is to replace it with a switch that you turn off the actuator and you can actually use it as a button, right?
Yeah,
but
Zeus
Zeus could do that for you.
Yeah.
yeah. So
maybe options there, or the Aora that I was talking about. That just
right, the Lutron. Oh, that's the Lutron one, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
So our patio, I've got those similar downlight effect going on for underneath by the hot tub there. Honestly, we never use the colors, but we could.
Yeah. So I actually automate the lights in front of it, the sconces in front of the garage. Those lights are automated based on holidays, right? So that I have it now in the Homey Pro. It checks to see if it's a holiday, and if it's Christmas holiday, they're red, green, and red. And if it's St. Patrick's Day, they all turn on green, but on a normal day, they just turn white, and life is good. So again, never have to think about it. It's great. So the other lighting thing I have, this is not a smart lighting, but I did want to share it, is I ordered some, what are they called? Barina lights. Where is that? These are from my garage. Gotta find these. They're just these super bright, ugly lights, but there we go, shop lights, but they're super affordable. Okay, there you go. I'm sharing them right now. Okay, I get 6 lights for $70, and I'm putting a heater in my garage so I can hit golf balls in there, and it's going right over where my current light bulb is. So I got to take that light bulb out and put in these new fixtures, and it's gonna be super bright and super awesome. And I was super excited that it was $70.
But will your golf setup go up into the rafters like Rob's does?
It will not. It will stay where it is.
Will you have a artificial skylight that you have done yourself?
And
that's what I should. Oh, I got to get that. Okay. Who is that? The Yeelight. Talk to me. Give me a skylight from my garage simulator, and we'll do a video.
Rob just made one himself. He went next level.
He made one himself. Oh, I didn't even see.
He's
I don't remember that part.
he's the real DIY person around here.
He is. He's yeah. Rob
gotta give
does great
respect
work.
where respect is due.
If
here.
you are,
that was
but
pretty
if you
impressive.
are if you are a golfer, check out his simulator that he put in his garage. Yes, like I said, it folds up. He actually changed the rafters in his house. He literally redid the rafters in his garage to accommodate this amazing simulator. I just have a net that I slide over with my hand, and that's
I saw a $6 million house today that had this insane simulator, so I thought of you. But,
yeah, mine is
we're gonna
not
need
insane.
a few more sponsors to get to the level where you can afford that, maybe.
One or two.
But at least Pete's putting his money where his mouth is. It just says last purchase October 8th.
Yeah, so I tell you, I bought it today. I did. I was very excited to get those lights. So
Vince, did you actually make any purchases yet today?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I did buy a couple of camera accessories, like some tripods and some other stuff, some handles just for shooting. But that was about what I had today. But they were all Prime stuff.
Yeah, I keep like a list, and I wait until things go on sale, and nothing that I really want has gone on sale. So,
actually, you know what? I take that back. Right before I got on, I bought the Govee outdoor pathway lights for my back patio. They come in sets of 4. They're at the price of $109.
Oh, that's
Plus,
nice.
if you have Govee products, if you buy directly on the Govee app versus like Amazon or even their website, if you could buy it from the app, there's like the last function all the way to the right. You can buy stuff on there. You can use your points for your Govee points to like for cash off. So I got an extra like 15% off of even the Prime Day price. So it's a good place to check right inside the app if you like or have Govee products. The other, real quick, the other 2 lighting things that we had on the list were Nanoleaf. So you can get up to 65% off Nanoleaf products. Most of that is their wood elements, hexagons, their shapes, or their lines and stuff like that. And so all that stuff is on sale. Like it's mostly like the wall lights, things like that. And those are all HomeKit compatible as well.
What did you end up doing with all the ones from your wall before you or after you did your giant LED wall?
So I still have all of them. They're actually going to go right behind me on that wall as part of like the studio lighting. So
nice. Are you still using those panel lights that you tested?
No, they are back in the box.
Well, shoot.
So, all right. So the thing is I feel like they would be really cool if you had a bunch of them. Like if they ever go on sale, deep enough discount, I'd probably buy another 9 of them and then put them around one of my existing lighting. But 3 by themselves are just kind of underwhelming and kind of look stupid. And then and the app for them is terrible. Like the Nanoleaf app for that is just not.
There was a reason I brought it over to your house for testing instead of putting holes in my ceiling. So appreciate you.
That's the other thing too. But I took it down and then I had to like fill all these holes with like popcorn ceiling stuff. It was not very fun at all. And then
my wife would have killed me.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if you had like got 100 of them. That'd be sweet. But
what did we price that out at? Was it like $5,000 or something crazy?
Yeah, it's substantial. They're $65 a pop, $65 a square. So
yeah, that would really add up. Plus, that'd be quite the project to install and to get it nice and neat. And
3 of them were a nightmare to install. I sent you the install video.
I saw the full video. I had to fast forward it. I maybe used like 3 minutes for the review.
It was like an hour. But
yikes.
And then the last lighting thing I had on here was from Tapo, the Casa Smart Mini plugs, the 15 amp ones. They're on sale for $18.99, which is a super good deal if you're just looking for cheap smart plugs and you need them. I have a bunch of Casa smart plugs and don't have any issues. They are Wi-Fi based, so they work good if you don't have a ton of other Wi-Fi products on your network. But
yeah, I noticed a lot of the other creators were really plugging the TP-Link, the Casa, the Tapo. We didn't really pick a lot of that, so interesting. Well, all right, let's jump into voice assistants then. Obviously, Amazon, so all the voice assistants are on sale. I don't know that we need to spend too much time on this, but my piece of advice is to always get the package that includes like a bulb or whatever the extra is. Just find the one that's worth the most. And then what you can do is you actually can return the extra item and you just get more money off. So that's my little hack. I like the Show 8 myself still, despite the ads. The ads are really annoying, but it's nice that you can like pull feeds up on there. It's a pretty good hub overall. If you don't want ads, you could do the Echo Hub. So if you're just using it for smart home control, pictures, weather, you're not really listening to music, maybe you're just pulling up camera feeds, then the Echo Hub I think is a great value. $125 for that. You can even wall mount it, get Pete to come over to your house. I honestly don't use it a ton, but it brings me great joy when I walk by and I see my deceased dog on there. It's some fond memories. So other than that, like basically all of the Amazon devices are on sale. Pete, I'll let you talk about that if you want, but
I don't want to talk about it other than
fair enough. My favorite is the Era 100. I think Sonos is the way to go. Sonos is rarely on sale. I actually switched over all my house to Sonos and really love it. So 20% off, I think, or 10% maybe. Anyways, $200 for the Sonos Era 100. It's awesome speaker.
Is that a portable speaker? Is that wired?
No, so that one, it's just a regular speaker. So you can use it in pairs. You do groups. You can use Amazon on it. Otherwise, you can have other assistants. So I actually have it running Amazon, but also Josh. So my Josh.
You're Josh.
I love Josh. Josh is awesome. So yeah, that's all I got for voice assistants. Get the package, return the extras. They're always on sale.
And never buy
full price.
Yeah, never buy an Amazon Echo that's not on a Prime Day deal because they're too expensive.
That would be my
pro tip. Too bad. I got
Only
that
do
right
trade
here.
in. Only do trade in. Get the extra % off and the trade in value on Prime Day.
Yeah. Indeed. So, all right, let's head out. No, we're gonna go to thermostats real quick because we're staying indoors. Voice assistants, thermostats. We got deals on Ecobee. There's 3 deals. Vince, you want to talk about these?
Yeah. So Ecobee, the premium thermostat, it's on sale for $209.99, which is the same price it was on Prime Day, but it's a pretty good deal. They're mostly, or most time, they're $250. So basically $40 off on those. They're great thermostats. They do, if you've had any of the other Ecobee thermostats, this is kind of those on steroids. They can detect if your air isn't clean or not purified. I think it can pick up particulate matter as well. They work really well. The Smart Thermostat Enhanced from Ecobee is also $159.99. The Ecobee Light 3 Lite, $119.99. I have one of those in my garage. Sonos does not have a thermostat, do they? Amazon, God dang it, Brandon.
Rarely does Sonos have thermostats.
On that list there, it says Sonos. It's Amazon thermostat, so $55.99. If you're just looking to get into don't have a smart thermostat, looking for kind of where to go for a cheap alternative to an Ecobee, the Amazon thermostat does it. I don't think it has as much functionality with scheduling and things like that, but it gives you smart functionality. And then the Google Nest thermostat is $84.99, and I think that's about $40 off a regular price on that one as well.
All right. Okay. Last thing inside air purifiers. I personally don't care enough about my family to have an air purifier, so none of these interest me in the least. But Brandon, do you want to? Are there some good deals on air purifiers you listed?
Jeez.
Yes.
Pete just doesn't care. All right. So yes, Allen Air did update their 75i. It's got some more features. It is not cheap, but it is on sale. So if you care about your family and your health, especially if you're in areas with like wildfires or pollution in general, great system. It is $615.20. Otherwise, the Dyson, that one's got the formaldehyde feature and stuff. A pretty reputable brand. You can get that on sale for $511.99. Air Things. I haven't tested this one yet, but I'm a big fan of like their sensors. They've got the Renew, so it has sensors built in. I think it actually like pairs with them, and the app is pretty incredible. But that's going to be $340. And then if you're on a budget, Levoit has basically all of their different air purifiers on sale, and those I've used around our house. I think they're quality of product. Mark mentioned in the chat about the Belkin device that kind of follows you around. I don't have that one. Andrew from Apple Insider did test it. It looks cool, but I do have the Anchor Works. Let's see that. Oh yeah. So it's a speakerphone. I don't know if it rotates or not, but I was going to unbox this for you guys and find out, but it's very much not opening, and I didn't want to make a lot of noise in the background. So I'll mute myself and you guys forge onwards.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna head outdoors right now. So we're gonna go talking about a few smart home tech outdoor things on sale. The Ratio. I'm gonna because Brandon. I know I'm Ratio. Is it Ratio? Is it Ratio? This is one of my deals of the week. This is a great deal. 8-zone sprinkler, $142. If you don't have a Ratio, it's great. I have one, and I don't have to think about my sprinkler system because I don't want to think about my sprinkler system. It just works, and it's awesome. Except for today, actually, yesterday, I was dragging my trampoline to mow the lawn, and I didn't see that one of my sprinkler heads was poking up, and I snapped it off.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, so the solution to that is to stop watering my lawn for the year. What?
I didn't even turn ours on this year. It's been so wet.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't until like July that we turned it on.
I used to have that same system
I don't want to
you
fix
have,
the
and then
sprinkler head right now.
I switched to mowing because it had the water sensors or whatever. I don't think it was worth the extra money. I would recommend the Ratio or Ratio or however you pronounce it. But
the Ratio, it's super easy to install. So just get it. So Vince, you had a weather station you want to mention?
I don't have an in-ground sprinkler system. So
civilized people have an in-ground sprinkler system. So well, work a little harder.
I know. I know.
But tell us about this weather station.
Yeah. So the Tempest weather station.
Is this a good value at $200?
So it's normally I want to say, if I double click on this real quick, the original price on that's $340. So this is like kind of like a professional weather station. It's not like one of those gimmicky ones that you get from AliExpress or something like that. But this is going to have the built-in wind meter, rain gauges, accurate weather forecasting app. There's also Amazon Echo enabled as well. This is like kind of like the bee's knees of weather stations. So if you're wanting something more accurate, I know a lot of people use these to create automations with, like, if you have like outdoor screens or like roller shade screens that you want them to make sure they don't get damaged. You can set up automations based on wind speed and things like that that are very specific to your own like location versus general weather patterns in your area. So they were pretty good.
Seems really expensive. I know it's 20% off, but man, that seems like a lot for a.
It's like a weather. They also have another even a more professional version that's like for more commercial applications as well.
Sure.
But yeah,
when I start my hobby farm.
Yeah. This is like for pretty accurate to get pretty accurate data compared to other programs or other products out there.
Okie doke.
But I mean, you look across the board. I mean, there's also weather stations that cost $1,500 or $600 or $700. They're expensive out there.
Are they? Man, I guess I just don't. I'm that much like my dad. I need more weather data. All right, so I think that's about The last thing we need to talk about here, all right, and we're gonna skip some things, but obviously it wouldn't be a technical difficulties episode if we did not talk about smart toilets. So, so there are some deals. There we go. He's got them shared for us. Vince, our smart toilet expert, please, tell us why we should get these toilets.
You can't pass up a Prime Day without looking up smart luxury smart toilets. So the deals that I had found, it was this Uratu smart toilet. It's a day toilet. So it's got, there's a foot kick sensor on the side for you to open the lid for you. It also has automatic lid opening as well. It's got 5 temperature heated seat, 4 level warm driver for your butt. It's got dual flush, automatic open and close lid. It's got a night light and then a remote control. So this one originally is $1,500. It's 44% off at $844.35. And this is actually the model that I have as well. So but I also bought a Prime.
Mark is asking, does it come with an app?
Can you make your screen bigger?
This one doesn't come with an app, but there are other ones that are more expensive that do come with apps. But I don't know if you need an app for the toilet, but it has all the other smart functionality kind of built all in. And then the other one, oh boy. Uh-oh, this app didn't go. The last one is, if you want to pull it up, it's the Woodbridge Smart Ridge a smart toilet, and that one is $999.76 on sale. I must have got a different link here, but that's also a really good deal. That's the other toilet I have. I have one of each of those, and they're both on Prime. They're both good brands. They both have good like customer service. So I'm on well water, and so there was actually little pieces of like particulate that were coming through my well system and getting into the toilet. They basically replaced some of the components for me free of charge, and I haven't had any issues since then. I was a little nervous about getting
$1,000. They should.
I agree.
Yes.
Note to self: if you have well water and you get one of these smart bidet toilets, I recommend getting those particulate filters on the end of your water softener to catch all of those, like those small pieces of basically kind of particulate rock that come up with your system, because those will get
or you could move to civilization where that has regular water,
like city water.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, that's fine. You're gonna get some like chlorine poisoning or something.
Bring it on. Look at these teeth. Look at these shiny
built-in toilet though.
So good.
What's that?
You prefer a built-in toilet compared to like an existing toilet with like a retrofit, like a bio bidet? I know.
Yeah, and the reason being is because you have
it.
With both of these, or with the smart bidet toilets, you have to install an outlet. A lot of those other ones that just go in the toilet, they just use water pressure. But I've used the other ones, and I think these are just better looking. They I don't know, they just work better. It's all kind of a one incomplete system.
So Vince, did you have to run power to your outhouse, or did it already have power?
I had to run power to my bathrooms, yeah. So I did have to get an electrician. That cost me an extra like $250.
Oh.
So I had them run both bathrooms at the same time, though, even though at the time I only had one toilet. So,
but you have a bathroom in your house.
I got 2 of them, yeah.
Okay, all right, just checking. I didn't know how far out there we were with the well water and all this stuff. So I don't leave the city.
I would venture to say that I'm going to look it up. What percentage of the U.S. is using well water? And I bet it's substantial.
It probably is.
Like probably over 50%.
Probably my neighbors have well water for all I know. I don't know much about this stuff. So, all right. Is that all the deals we wanted to talk about here today?
Yeah. Curious what other people found. What did you guys end up buying? Put it in the chat. Otherwise, we do have a few that other creators came up with. We can highlight real quick if people are interested.
Okay. We're running.
So
a little long
Bob from the Hookup does a great job of like keeping track of prices. I know his wife does that manually.
Yeah. All right.
Pete, you're cutting out there. What was
Okay.
that?
What? I didn't
He
say
said,
anything.
"Go ahead."
I said,
Anyways, all right. So the hookup recommends the Eufy Omni S1 Pro. It's on for $1,000. Is not one that I had included, but I think good choice, good recommendation from him there. He did recommend the Eufy permanent outdoor lights. I think we picked the Govee ones, and then he got a little bit more specific with his Reolink camera recommendation. So he picked out the pan tilt zoom security camera, the floodlight camera, the CX810, and the RLC 843A. So if that's something you're interested in, on his channel, he's gone deep on the different ones and tracked it. So I thought that was worth noting, worth checking out. And then Shane Watley, of course, is all into Apple. And so when I saw that the AirPods Pro 2 were on sale, I was a little bit disappointed because 2 weeks ago we bought replacements for my wife. And so now those are 32% off. I could have saved some money. You can pick those up for $169. And then he was recommending the Ecovacs D-Bot T20 for $500, which I think that's a pretty good deal. I haven't used the Ecovacs, so I don't know if it's great. And he actually recommended the regular C8 from Habitat instead of the Pro.
Shane's a great guy, but he's also wrong on this account. Get the C8
Okay. Pro. I like the pricing on that one, though. It was $123.45. Yeah. So the new marketing person there is clearly a genius to come up with that scheme.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the old guy never would have thought of that. So,
right. And then, of course, Brian with Automate Your Life. He had a really nice spreadsheet. A lot of it was the same. A lot of it was just, every discount from every brand. He had a few of his picks, and I picked from his picks. And the T2 backlight was one that we didn't talk about from Govee. And then he highlighted some things from SwitchBot.
You weren't paying attention.
All right, well,
listen.
That was added after the fact. He also highlighted the SwitchBot wallet finder, the curtain opener, and the blind tilt, which very nice. And then Steve Does, clearly sponsored by EcoFlow. He gave a plug for the portable power station, the River 2, as well as the Delta 2. He did a good video on them previously, which I enjoyed. But yeah, there's some big sales. I feel like EcoFlow is a company where every Prime Day, every Black Friday, they're going to have some pretty big deals.
Mm-hmm.
And then his lock choice was the Yale Security Lock 2 on sale for $180. I think our pick was better. And then Mark, he's watching right now.
Hi, Mark.
So Twinkly Squares starter kit and the Twinkly Dots, big deals there. And then I like that he picked the meter block.
So tell me about this. I'm not familiar with the meter. I've got it on the screen right now.
So it's heat probes. So you're grilling, you would put that in the meat. They would keep track of the temperature. There's apps and stuff. A bunch of my friends are like really into smoking meat and grilling and stuff. So they all have the meter and they really like it. So apparently that's a really good one.
I am really into other people's.
I'm still waiting for Weber to send us
Weber
grill with the heat probe built in. But truthfully, I don't do a lot of grilling, and when I do, it's red meat, not fish and pork. So but it was still a great meal. So thank you to them. I don't know if Weber has any deals going on right now. I honestly didn't even look, but there you go.
I don't know, but yeah, those are your deals, guys. So thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, we got Zeus is a sponsor now. They're gonna be helping us out. We're gonna be getting less, so we're still calling it technical difficulties for now, but we're gonna getting some help to make fewer technical difficulties.
We hired a full-time producer. We say full-time, but contracted. And then there's somebody gonna handle the audio and the setup for us. It's gonna be fantastic. So we'll
real
see.
pros. Now, if we can just replace the talent with,
we could probably work on that.
So it's like
Survivor. People that really.
It's like Big Brother. We got to vote
one
person off. Well, first we have to do like a competition to see who wins the head of household, and then we'll play for veto and so on and so forth. If you're a Big Brother fan, season finale is coming up, so
This guy, for the others who don't know, Brandon's watched every episode of Big Brother for like 20 years, however long it's been going on.
Not 20 years.
You're the guy.
Since my wife and I lived together.
It's been going on since I was in high school.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's been on for a while. It's a good show.
Anyways.
It's like Janelle is a champ.
Yeah.
And she's
So
from
anyways.
She lives right next to you, by the way, in that nice neighborhood.
Right next to me.
With city water.
Yeah.
And indoor plumbing.
Probably.
Down your way. Your neck of the woods,
See,
as we say.
We got it all here in Shakopee. Valley Fair, Murphy's Landing. Can't go wrong with that. So, all right.
Well, appreciate all the love in the chat, guys. You guys are our loyal listeners. So hopefully we're delivering for you guys.
We're trying. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next Tuesday, I think, with the Zeus show. So all right, thanks so much, everybody. See you later.